What's the weather like where you live? Right now in New York, it's snowing. We are at one of our favorite places in our area. It is the Old Saratoga Mercantile. I mentioned this before about how we have this store with local goods. They have everything that you can think of, and one of my favorite things is this cream tap milk. It is the best. Not gonna lie, in the beginning I was a little freaked out. I was like, what's that white stuff on the top? What do you do with it? You just shake it up and just drink it. You could scoop the cream off and put it in your coffee. You can use it as whipped cream. It is amazing. This is the best tasting milk that I've ever had. They have chocolate, regular milk, and maple milk. Chris is in their greenhouse, which I will show you guys in 1 minute. We would have walked over there, but it's 60 degrees in New York and we busted out the flip-flops and we got 2 inches of snow yesterday. So the ground's not quite dry. I will show you their greenhouse and you can see from afar how beautiful it is. We actually got to taste some of the flowers from, I think she said they were mustard greens and red circle, some kind of Troy, I believe, but they weren't really my thing or my youngest, but my oldest and Chris really like them. You can see their little greenhouse over there. Well, not so little. You can kind of see some of the flowers in there. The yellow, just beautiful. The weather is beautiful here. You can kind of see the mud is still existing, but it's just beautiful today. We are out doing some errands and then we are going to get back home and finish the greenhouse now that the sun's been out for a couple of hours and get my seeds started. I'm gonna start my seeds. I'm really excited. We are taking a ride through the tour road that just recently opened up for the season of the Saratoga Battlefield. It is a national park here in New York that was the help me out here.
It was where the battles of Saratoga were held back in the Revolutionary War.
So I will show you how beautiful that this place is, and we love it. I've been coming here since I was a kid. Chris and I actually had our second date. Second date. This is where he met my kids for the first time. They sat on his lap as we drove through this tour road. If you have a historical park like this in your neck of the woods, I definitely recommend checking it out. This one here has miles and miles of trails. They have horse trails and they also have walking trails. They have a tour road, which is what we are on now. Chris said it is approximately 9 miles. It has a bunch of different stops on it, and each stop will tell you a little bit about, you know, what went on during the battles of Saratoga. You will see a lot of wildlife usually. Get out and learn what kind of history happened in your neck of the woods. You can see some of the trails down there. That is the Hudson River. We are done with the tour road. We are now headed home to get to work on the greenhouse, and we are outside finally. Hunter's out here with us and the girls. As you can probably tell, I'm a little flushed. We have been out here kicking butt. Chris is working on the plastic. I am working on the pile of crap that was outside the front of the greenhouse. Let me show you what it looks like now. We are getting there. We're gonna do a little bit at a time. Right now the sun is out, so we're gonna kind of let the concrete dry up. And as you can see, it looks a lot cleaner. And believe it or not, this right here is a big chunk of ice. But all of this is cleaned up. Those are weeds that I got out of the greenhouse. But you can see there's still a long ways to go, and that is a lot. The soil is very thick on top of that concrete. I don't know about you guys where you live, but today it is just so beautiful here. The grass is starting to get green. The birds are chirping. Everything is starting to come alive. The chickens are happily dust bathing. Isn't it funny how chickens dust bathe to stay clean? The chickens want to help Daddy with the greenhouse. He is getting ready to put the new plastic up. I am in here drilling holes in the bottom of the cups. I got my grow bags, all my garden tools, and good company. The greenhouse has new plastic on the side. Tomorrow is supposed to be even nicer than today. The sun only came out for about half of the day. But tomorrow it's supposed to be in the 60s all day and sunny. So our plan is to get these shelves made, get these old things out of here, and then I can officially do all of my planting. I check the forecast, and every night for the next 7 days looks to be well above freezing, so there shouldn't be any threat there. Even though we just got snow yesterday, I think we might be in the home stretch. It is not even 11 o'clock. Chris is out here burying the cable from our DirecTV that never got done last year when they had to replace the wire back in December. The girls are outside again with us. I was out here at 7:30 this morning with a leaf blower, blowing all of the leaves that we never picked up from the fall. Our goal today is to get the shelves built in the greenhouse, plant some seeds, get over by the garden beds cleaned, clean out the garden beds, and hopefully get some of these random leaf piles cleaned up. It is 90 degrees in this greenhouse. Chris is getting started building the shelves. You got the old ones out, taking the new ones in. We got a lot of the leaves into bigger piles, and my daughters and I, because it's still swampy over here, not sure if you can hear that or not, got the gardens ready. And in this one over here, I've never grown strawberries before, but those are ones that I planted last year, and they look really healthy, fresh green leaves, so we're gonna try it and see how they do. So any advice would be appreciated, but they look pretty darn good. You can see how messy and wet it is in here. We are taking a break right now, eating lunch with the chickens. I will show you guys. Does any of your chickens sit in front of you and beg for food? This one's over here looking for scraps. Chris is getting refueled to finish my shelves in the greenhouse. The kids are jumping on the trampoline.
Alright, hey guys. Just building some shelves in the greenhouse for Chrissy. When she plants all her vegetables and flowers, she can set them over here. What I did is I just got some 2x3s from the home center, and I attached them to the studs out here and ran one all down the end to tie them all together. And then we got some of this aluminum mesh, but it's working out real good because all the cups can sit on here and any dirt or water will just fall right through it. So what I'm doing right now is just stapling it all down, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna put some legs down for some added support. and she should be all set.
So, he got the shelves built. Now he's cutting grass. We're all over the place with this yard. Like I said, we didn't get as much done in the fall as we should have. All right, let me show you guys the greenhouse. I think it's gonna be all set. All it needs is some seeds. All right, I got my solar lights over there charging, my cute little planters there, my little welcome sign. Go in here and check it out. As you can see, he did a great job with my shelves. He even gave me a place to store my utensils, which look how cute these are. I'm not super girly, but these are super cute. This is just a little of everything going on over here. He even hung my signs up for me along the back. How cute. And I actually have one that Twin Cedar Farms gave me. And I just want to show you guys the temperature in here. Can you guys see that? Whew. And that is with the door open. This is the face of a girl that's been outside all day, and I am totally sunburned. I am excited to look back on this on years to come and see how far it has came from an overgrown greenhouse to what it is now. And now I can understand why people love and get so excited about their greenhouses. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner. I was just sitting in the greenhouse planting some seeds, and all of a sudden I could hear all these crows. You might be able to hear them over Chris. Did you hear them? Well, most people might think that crows are a nuisance, but here is what I've learned since having chickens. Crows will scare the hawks and the eagles away. I'm not mad at these crows for making all this noise because my girls are outside and they're keeping them safe. I haven't spotted the hawk yet, but usually when they're being a little loud, there's probably a hawk somewhere nearby. On these trees back here, this is along the river. Yeah, along the river. The hawks and the eagles like to roost up in those trees, so don't hate or scare away the crows because they will actually help protect your girls. Chris is headed to get her groceries. I am headed in to get the kids ready for their showers and get ready to cook dinner when Chris gets back. We got a lot done today. If you can see the side yard, all the leaves are cleaned up. I would probably say about 95% of the leaves are cleaned up. She's looking a little rough. She's been outside all day, since probably about 9 o'clock this morning. The greenhouse is pretty much done. I planted purple broccoli, purple beauty peppers, some white cherry tomatoes that the Stivers sent me, and some experimental pepper seeds that I found in our raised bed last year, and then some flowers. So we'll see how they do. Temperatures look good. It is going to get into the 30s, so we will just keep an eye on if we have to bring a heater. We'll bring a heater home and put it in the greenhouse, but it was 102 degrees in there today, so hopefully we'll be all right. Well, thanks for checking out this video and following us along on our greenhouse journey. Hope you guys like it. Let us know what you think. Until next video, see ya.